Hey everyone, welcome back to Evony with Genghis. So, looking at the new event, and this in particular, the Art Treasure Scroll Breakdown, get 80% and change it in. I was thinking about it, why would anybody do that, right? Like, they all level up at the same time. Pretty much, right? Like, roughly, kind of like Civ Treasures, unless you're spending and buying the accurate selection box specific where you can choose them. They're all going to level up. You're going to have like 950, 1,000, 975. They're all going to be the same and level up. So why would you speed one? Well, I got a thought for you guys, and I've decided I'm going to break some of mine down. How have I decided which ones I'm going to break down? Well, if you go into my art treasure here, and you look down here, I am never going to get this, right? You have to be a very big spender to be able to afford these. Because if you look at this, if you go into, and then over here is Martin Trump. I only need Martin Trump for that one. So maybe I could get it. So I don't think it's worth breaking those ones down. But if we look down here, like when am I ever going to get Arthur Wellesley, King Kyong, and Sei Shonongun? When am I going to get them? I don't even know if they're like possible to get. You can get them in this general exhibition portrait thing. So if you go down here into the, it's a 500 for Gen Hall 3. So you go here, and are they even in here yet? They should be, right? I don't see them, but I think this is the only place you can actually get them. There's Arthur Wellesley. I don't see the other ones in there. Someone said they're not released yet. So they're there. So I'm never going to get them. Unless they give them away for free and then say, well, just pay for Wellesley. The other two will kind of put them in some cheap event where it's relatively cheap or free. Anyways, if they don't do that, I'm never going to get it. So this is basically a waste for me just to hang on to something that I'm never going to get. So if we look, this one is called the Gold Cup of Eternal Stability. So let's go see how many I have. Is this it? Gold Cup of Eternal Stability, 225. So realistically, I could pretty much say that I'm never going to do that, right? So then I would only get to pick 3 of this. And then, let's see which ones these are. Laurel Wreath, Iron Crown, and Yasakani. So let's go see which ones I'd have an option of getting. So Yasakani, In-City Mount, so I won't choose that. Laurel Wreath, this is pretty obviously probably the one I'm going to be choosing. And then, Trojan. The other one is this one that I don't even have. Iron Crown. So, and how do you get Iron Crown? That's the Martin Trump one. Did they change this? Oh, I feel like this was changed. I feel like this was 3 range buffs before and not a ground defense. Let me know if I'm wrong on that. I feel like that was changed. And this one, when attacking, when defending, and ground attacks, they're not even really that good anyways. The ground attack part obviously would be awesome because it's going to go up huge. Yeah, like 55%. But the other ones, they're obviously really high debuffs when you look down at it, but they're less important ones. That's why they're high. So I'm going to put my money where my mouth is here, and I'm actually going to break some down here. So Gold Cup of Eternals, boom. I'm scared to do it, but I'm going to do it. There we go. I just got 1,800 vouchers, and I feel like I screwed up. I feel like they're going to expire on me, these vouchers. Or let's go there. Okay, so I didn't screw up. It costs 10 each, so I just got some. I thought for a second there I only needed 150, so I was like, oh, I could get 300 done. Then what am I going to use it on? But I feel very strongly that I'm never, ever going to succeed in opening that in the art treasure haul. So that was a solid move by me there. So now I'm going to go in here and I'm going to go back and remember which one was the siege one, and that's the one I'm going to chase. Now, it does kind of suck that like you can only do 150. How often is this event going to come around? Right? Another problem with Evony and long-term planning, you just have no idea when it'll come back. Yeah, so 1,200 unopened, so I could open those. And probably, like, there's probably, well, like 15 things. So get another, like, 90 or 80. And that'll keep me going. And, hey, maybe I'll get some siege defense quicker than I normally would. Let me know your thoughts on this. I've talked this over with a couple people, and they're like, yeah, you know, that's actually a good idea. Because we just have no path to open those fragments. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.